If someone talk about, so let us start on this particular given program Excel. So when someone talk about Microsoft Office Excel, Excel is just an electronic spreadsheet that allows you to enter data, perform calculation both vertically and horizontally. So in this particular given case, when you are talking about Excel, some of the things that comes in mind, we normally have different types of Excel. Like we have manual Excel and we have electronic spreadsheet. So in this particular given case, when you look at types of spreadsheets, we normally have manual spreadsheet and electronic spreadsheet. A manual is where you draw things manually. You normally have what you call a ledger book, where you can draw columns and rows, or sometimes we go to an extent of having those books have already been drawn in columns and rows. So what you need to do is just to enter the data automatically in those particular given spreadsheet. But we have electronic spreadsheet. This is a system that has been developed where you just need to enter data, and it's capturing data in electronic manner. So that's why most of the time, when you look at this particular given electronic spreadsheet, it's very easier because it has inbuilt formulas which you can be able to use when you are entering data in Excel. So in that case, that's why it makes it to be efficient when you are running any Excel program in an organization. So we have some of the benefits of using Excel also. When sometimes we talk of Excel, we have so many benefits that you can be able to understand. So like Excel, you can use it to capture a large amount of data at one time because the spreadsheet, it has so many columns and rows, which you can now be able to do to use when you are, which you can now be able to use when you are entering data. Then also when you look at Excel, we have inbuilt formulas and functions which you can use for calculation. Most of the people who use Excel, they don't strain deriving formulas. And what they normally do is to use the inbuilt functions for calculating and also solving of the problem in Excel. Then also, when you look at this particular given Excel, it has better formatting. Better formatting, it means what? Some of the people use Excel, they can format their work the way they want it to appear. You can insert charts, you can change the font, you can also do it, moderate the work so that it can be able to look the way you want it to appear. So that's why most of the time it has better formatting and editing quantities, which make the work very easier as compared to manual work, where you need to change the pens and so on. You draw different columns using different styles, which can easily waste a lot of time when you are doing your calculations. Then also electronic spreadsheet, mostly it's very easy and it saves time because most of the time when you enter data, you can easily drag them when you are entering those particular given data in that particular given spreadsheet, as compared to manual where you need to write it manually. You don't need to drag the values, but in electronic spreadsheet, you can easily drag the values and so on. So those are some of the benefits. We have so many benefits that as we continue, I'll be able to share with you some of the concept of Excel so that you can now be able to understand. Let us look at also some of the common spreadsheet programs apart from the Excel itself. What are some of the spreadsheet programs that you can now be able to understand? So those spreadsheet programs, when you look at them, we have things like Lotus 123. The Lotus 123 is one part of the family of spreadsheet programs. We have also Microsoft Excel itself. We have also Microsoft Word Excel. Microsoft Works Excel. Then we have Super Calculator. It's also another example of Excel spreadsheet. Then we have also Multiplan, which is also another example of a spreadsheet. We have components of a spreadsheet. When you look at the spreadsheet itself, it normally has some of the major components, like a workbook where you write your works and so on. We have things like a database. We have also things like graphs or charts. We can also use charts to enter data in Excel so that you can be able to interpret it. When you look at the applications of Excel, when someone to learn about a particular course, you need to understand how you can be able to apply that particular given course in that particular given scenario. So one of the applications of Excel we can apply in accounting. Why do we apply Excel in accounting? Because it assists in the recording of sales and purchases. Most of the time when someone has done sales, you can easily record in a spreadsheet. And then also we can also use it in account because it assists to calculate the profit. It has inbuilt formulas which can be used to solve or calculate profit of what? A given sale. Then also it is used to produce invoice and also compute financial statement. So sometimes when you're using Excel, we can find that compute of financial statement, it can be very easy. Like things like the balance sheet, profit and loss accounts, and so on. Those are things that you should be able to consider. Then also we have prepare Excel. Also it applies in account because it assists in preparing of the budgets. Sometimes when you have a budget, you can also use it to do that. So in this case, I'll not waste a lot of time. Let us just direct how you can be able to do it, on how you can be able to open Excel. One of the applications of Excel we have said we have the accounting, we have also scientific applications, we have also statistical analysis, we have forecasting situations. Forecasting also you can use Excel to test the retrieval of values when you are using Excel. So in this case, when you want to run Excel on your computer, you just need to click the start button. When you click the start button, you can type MS Excel or you type Microsoft Excel. So when you type Excel here, this Excel program will be seen on the screen here. So once it is seen on the screen, you can just click on it. Then the program will automatically run on the screen. So once it runs on the screen, we see these are things that you'll be able to understand. So some computers, for you to run Excel, you need to click start, you go to all program, but some of the windows have come in place, which makes the work very easy. You just need to click the start, then you type Excel. When you type MS Excel, you'll see Excel will launch on the screen, then you can select blank workbook here. This is a blank workbook which you can be able to select. We have other things that are here, which are just templates here. But these templates, when you look at them, they give you an overview on how you can be able to apply Excel. You see something like inputs, which you have already talked about. You have sales invoice tracking. Those things that you can be able to manipulate in Excel, they are displayed as templates here. So in this case, since we are starting, we can just choose the blank workbook here. So this blank workbook, we just click in. When you click in, it will display a blank column and rows, which are seen in this particular given case here. So that's why we have the parts that form up Microsoft Excel. We have the first feature at the top here. It's called title bar. It holds the title of the program. Then we have menu bars. Menu bar, it holds the menus that you need to work with. Then we have what we call toolbars. It contains tools that are required for formatting of your work. So when you look at also this working area, we have what we call columns and rows here. So this column and row, where they intersect, they form what we call a cell. And this cell, when you combine them, will have what we call a range. Our range here, we have A1 to L1. That's the range of this particular given cell. And the range of these highlighted row here. So the highlighted row, we have our range ranges from A1 to L1. So that particular given case, it means when you combine several cells, they form what we call a range. Then several ranges, now they form what we call a worksheet here. So this is what we call a worksheet. From worksheet, now we can also form a workbook like that. Workbook is a combination of several worksheets. Then from workbook, now we form what we call a spreadsheet here. So this spreadsheet will be able to see it on the screen the way I have highlighted here. So in this case, when you look at this particular given example, we have some of the concepts which are under introduction of Excel. Then we have the intermediate, then we have advanced level. So I don't think if someone has not done Excel in the beginning. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Have we interacted?
Yes, we can hear you.
Have we interacted
Yes.
with Excel earlier?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So I'll start automatically from some of the formulas used in advanced Excel so that you can now be able to understand it. So in this case, when you look at this particular given case here, you'll be able to understand that in Excel, we have so many things that you should be able to understand. We have so many formulas that you can be able to use to perform calculations. So in this case, let me just click here. so that you can start with some few records here. So let me say, in this particular Excel program, we can have something called number of vehicles here. Let me come up with a data sheet so that you can be able to understand. Number of vehicle, or a type of vehicle first, type of vehicle. Type of vehicle. In this particular given case, we have so many different types of vehicles that we can easily apply. Then we can have number of vehicle. When you type number of vehicle here, then you can be able to adjust. So if you don't want to adjust here, you can also do it. Just highlight it. When you highlight now, you can be able to do it. You can be able to choose alignment here. When you choose alignment here, you can be able to select what? Wrap text. In this particular given case, you can just choose wrap text, then you can click OK. So when you wrap text, you can squeeze this size so that it can be drawing two names in one cell. That's how you can be able to view. So in this case, you'll be able to see we have number of vehicle and we have the type of vehicle. So type of vehicle, we can have different types of vehicles. We have BMW, then we have V8. We have also another kind of vehicle which can be having Toyota. We can have Noah like that. So for you to, instead of writing, you can just highlight like that. Then you use this point here. The intersection point here that you're seeing here, you just hold, then you drag it down like this, so that it can duplicate those kind of vehicles that you want to use in our spreadsheet. Then we have number of vehicles. Let us just say we have 230, have 430. Those are number of vehicles that were present in that particular case. So in that case, when you highlight, you can also drag it, make it efficient like that. So once are there now, assume you want to have formulas that you can be able to use in this case. So our formulas that I'll be using here, let me just list them so that you can also copy in case you want to use them at your own free time. You can be able to use it. So in this case, you can just click here. When you click, you'll be able to do it. To select the type of formula. So type of formula, the type of formula. So in this case, the type of formula that I'll be using, we have some, we have also if sum. We have also the count. Before we go to count, we can have average if. We can also have something called count, have counter. We have also the count blanks, count plus. We have also the concatenate, concatenate. We have also other things which you can also use is VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP. Next class we will start on HLOOKUP, but today let us emphasize on VLOOKUP. Then from VLOOKUP we have OR, we have AND, we have drop-down list. Drop-down list. Drop-down list. We have also, apart from that, we can also look at also the if. We have ifs, the nested if, the nested if. So this one is ifs, if like that. Nested if. You can have also how you can make a pivot, Apple. From there now, how you can be able to make pivot, pivot chart. So once you make pivot chart, we have also other things here. We can have also the if and, if or, like that. So every day I'll be giving you 20 formulas so that you can finish as fast as you can. Every day I'll be giving you 20 formulas. So we have other things like we have other things like how you can build a simple dashboard. Simple dashboard. This simple dashboard. How you can be able to build a simple dashboard in this particular case. So from there now, once you know this, now you can be able to start on our fasting formula. So let me just see if you are also seeing the screen so that you can be able to look at that particular given screen also. If someone can be able to access the screen, you can see the formula that I've written here on our left hand side. Hello? Hello?
Yes, we can see.
You are seeing? Someone can be able to see the formulas on the screen?
Yes, we are able to. I'm able to see.
Hey. Sahara, are you seeing the screen?
Yes, we can see.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when you look at this screen, we have so many formulas that I've tried to apply here. We have sum, we have if sum, we have average if, we have count blanks, concatenate, VLOOKUP, or, and, drop down list, if, nested ifs, pivot tables, pivot chart, if and, or, if or. Then we have the simple dashboard. How you can develop a simple dashboard from this particular case. So let me create a simple working area which you can be able to use here. So you just need to highlight these 4 cells here. You can customize it by filling some few colors here. So the colors that can be seen here may be of different colors so that if someone look at your work, it looks so attractive. You can also assign borders inside here and just click the border. It's under this particular given place here. So you just click, then you select the border inside like that. So if you want to change it, also this one, you can easily change so that someone cannot be able to confuse when he or she is typing the formulas like that. So this is our template here, which we are going to use to enter our formulas in this particular case. So when you look at something like this, assume we can type here type of vehicle here. You can just type here type of vehicle. After typing type of vehicle, you can just click here, then you type number. Number of vehicle. So let us see the first formula, the use of sum if. For you to use sum if, I'll come and type here. I'll click under number of vehicle here. I just type equal to sum if. Equal to sum if. I'll put the bracket in this particular sentence. Open the bracket. So once I open the bracket, I'll first highlight the names of vehicles here. After highlighting the names of vehicles, I'll put comma like that. Then I'll click where I'll be typing those types of vehicles here, which is our H3. Then I can put comma. From comma now, you can also do it. Highlight the number of vehicles, this case, so just highlight. So once you're done, you close the bracket. So closing the brackets, it's very simple. So if you say equal to sum if, then you highlight the column index here. You separate by putting comma, then you click the cell index of where you'll be writing the vehicles, then you come and highlight the number of vehicles. You put a bracket. So that means what? That means you want to find the number of specific vehicles that were present in that particular given area. So once you press enter like that, it will be 0 because we have not written here any type of vehicle here. So when you type here V8, you press enter, you'll see it's 430. You can also change here. You can say BMW, sample BMW. Then press enter. You see the total vehicles will be presented automatically. So this one is very much simple because there's no need of looking manually each type of vehicle as you add at a manual way. So what you need to do, you just need to understand how you can apply sum if you key in. After keying in, now you'll be able to see the formula here. You will first highlight the names. Then after the names, you separate with a comma. Then you type the cell index. We'll be typing those type of vehicles. Then you can highlight the names. Then you press what? Enter. When you press enter, the figures will be seen. Are we together? Are we together, Amra?
And where can you column I4?
Aye?
Put the formula there. Click
I've
your
said
cursor there.
Yeah, I've said
I
equal
want to
to.
see the formula.
Yeah, I've said equal to sum.
Sum of
Sum
from
if.
B.
Okay.
Sum if B.
Sum if into bracket. You'll highlight the names of the vehicle. After highlighting the names of the vehicle, now you do it. You put a comma. Then you click where you'll be typing the names, which is our cell index. For that particular given case, you separate with a comma also. You highlight this one. Then you close the bracket. Like that. Are you seeing equal to sum if?
Yeah.
Then our cell index. Then you can highlight also the number of the vehicle there. So once you're done, you press what? Enter. It will show you 0 because you have not written any type of vehicle here. So that's why you click here. Then you can type one of the vehicles here.
So if you type Toyota, it will show the total number of Toyotas.
Yes. Let us say Noah. Okay. So Noah, you press enter. You see, it will bring the total. If you type Toyota, like that, you hit enter. You see?
Yeah.
Yeah. When you have a problem, you raise an alarm because I normally think maybe you are also. So in that particular given case, if someone sees a problem, it will be able to raise an alarm before we go to the next formula. Because when you go to the next formula and the first formula you have not understood, automatically the channel for now so when you see a formula you have not understood, it's not a must we do all these formulas today, but you can choose a few where you can be able to understand it perfectly before we go to other formulas. We can even decide to do 10 of them, so long as you are okay. Then we can switch it to SAP. We meet in the next class for the rest of the 10 years. So since here we have also number 20 rank. Let me add here rank. You can also rank the values. So in this case, when we look at this particular given case here, we have if sum. Or someone want to write a formula here before we go to if sum? This formula here. If you want to note it down, you can note it before we go to if sum. Someone is writing? Or I go to if sum?
Yes, I'm writing, please.
If you are done, you will tell me. Memariza.
Mwalimu, go ahead. Amran, are you done?
Yes, Sarah.
Okay, now let's continue to the next formula now. Our next formula here, when you look at it, it will be different for you to find if sum. If sum, it happens when you are doing sums in a given week, and you want to evaluate if the sums will be more than this in that period. You can now be able to do it to get a profit of this. Or if the sales were more than this, there was good sales. But if they were not more than this in that period of week, there was poor sale. So in this case, I'm seeing my scheduled time here, it's ending. So let me just share another link which you can be able to join very fast. We wasted a lot of time waiting, and I'm thinking it's ending now. It's remaining 1 minute, which will be not be able to cater for the formula. So let me share with you another link which you can be able to join very fast.
Okay. So we leave this meeting, Ama?
No, I'm just sharing another link because this one is ending.